Alright, hello. How goes it, everybody? Hopefully it's going well. Let me let people know I'm live. Alright. Close this down for a sec. Hello, Crusader. How's it going? Welcome to the live stream. Gamer.io, hi. Welcome as well. Enjoying the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe. That sounds like a lot of fun. Hello, Cindy. Welcome to the live stream. Hello, hello. Hey, hey. How are you doing? Glad you can make it. Hello, family. I did that wrong. I did it backwards. Hello, family. There we go. Hello, family. I had the hand going the wrong direction. Can't see you. No, that's okay. I just hadn't switched it over quite yet. Oh, goodness. Hi. You look so different. Well, it's because my hair has grown out so long. I need to get a haircut. I don't like it when it's this long. So I'm gonna get it much shorter here, especially with warmer weather supposedly supposed to be arriving here. I mean, it's March, so hopefully warmer weather will be arriving by the end of the month. Get a little bit of a trim and don't have so much floof. I've got this little ponytail thing back here that loves getting in the way of stuff. But anyway, figured I'd at least part my hair a little bit and at least make myself look semi-decent. Anyhow, today is going to be rather interesting. I'm excited to kind of showcase a couple of things. Who is this? I know, right? Who's this? The awful long hair that had to be parted. I don't like it when that happens, like, at all. But you know what? I deal with it. I deal with it. But yes, the showcase that we're doing today, this is going to be a little bit fun. We're going to be doing some Minecraft today. Maybe some Minecraft tomorrow evening, hopefully. That'll depend on how late I get home tomorrow. Sunday evening we'll have some. And then probably will have to be either Monday or Tuesday next week when we have our following stream. I know it's kind of talking about the future a little bit. Future streams and everything, but that is what it is. I was going to stream yesterday, however, some things, let's just say some things didn't work out the way that I expected them to, in regards to what I wanted to do, and so that got bumped to today. So but yeah, what we're going to be doing today, enough alluding to it. I think it's about time that I just straight up kind of tell you what we're going to be doing. So, first off, I'm going to be joining a Minecraft world here really quickly. Just so that I have it here. Come on, didn't take that one. Alright. Alright, there we go. Cool, and I'm actually going to start muting this down here. There we go. Alright. Excellent. And let me put on some hype music, just so that we have something going on in the background. Too bad I actually don't have the theme for what I want to showcase here. Can I pull it up here? I think I can. Hang on. I just want to make sure I have it here. That's not it. Not it. Well, where is it? There it is, okay. Alright, everybody. So, if you can know what this song is from, then you know what I'm gonna showcase here really soon. So, you might notice something interesting about this track. So, after quite a bit of work and effort, I was able to finish this in a very short amount of time, all things considered. This build wasn't actually a build. The setup for it took way too long because I had to get it working. But once I got it working, this build in Minecraft itself took 30 seconds. The tool that I'm going to be showcasing today and that we will be using in our build, in quotes, is called Block Blender. Now this isn't fully functioning yet. There are still places that are a little bit tight, like right here. We have a 2-block gap right here for the whole tunnel. So obviously that would need to be fixed. But oh well. Hello from 30 Seconds of the Past. How's it going, Cassette? Welcome to the live stream. Just jumped off a mountain without my elytra. Good job. Just my end, or is it buffering a lot? Yeah, it's buffering a little bit on my end. There's some influxes. There's some influxes on a couple things. I don't know why. Oh, is it Minecraft? I think it's Minecraft. Yeah, okay. It looks good now. It looks like we're stable. But, yeah, I had one bump, but we're good now. Alright, we can mute that. So now I can move to the regular hype music that I've got. So we will just open this up and play this. There we go. Regular hype music in the background. Okay. Cool. So, in here, obviously the tunnel, for whatever reason, didn't want to open up, and so we have to, like, dig out the whole tunnel. This is supposed to be a desert patch. It's not supposed to look like this. Obviously, coming around here is fine. That's supposed to be closed off in some way. Coming through here, there's supposed to be, like, flowers. It's not supposed to be floating above the water. There's supposed to be blocks underneath. So there are still a few places, you know, gap right there, where there's supposed to be stuff. However, that can be easily fixed. Obviously through things like World Edit, you know, got the gap right here. And we don't have a start-finish line. So obviously there are places that it needs to be fixed. And that'll happen. You know, there's going to be issues that will need to be addressed. However, these things seem to work great. This gap is jumpable. There also is, for those of you who know the GameCube version of this track, there is... Oops. There is that gap right there that is jumpable. It's very difficult, but it is makeable. Let's see if I can make it. Ah. The wall bonk, yeah. There we go. It is makeable. It's just very precise. And there's this little tunnel area down here that does function, and it does work. And then it eventually spits you out. I believe it's over here. Yeah, it's right here. Eventually it spits you out right here. And then you can come around the corner. The sponge, I have no idea why it chose sponge as part of the color. But all this can obviously be world edited into more appropriate colors. So like it could be grass and moss or something like that. So it could be more appropriate. You've got the Yoshi boot over here. That's nothing but wood. That could probably get switched to like Podzol or something like that. So it can actually function as a proper thing. One other one that I'm going to showcase as well here is we've got N64 Rainbow Road. This one I made today, right before stream. This was all done instantly. So once I got the thing set up in Blender the appropriate way, I just hit a couple settings, it imported, and this was all done in a single schematic. Super quick, super easy. And yes, it is basically using schematics in order to build. But that's what makes this so cool, is that you can make whatever you want in Blender or import whatever models you want. And then using the tool, you're able to import them. So this one was a little bit interesting choice-wise, where it had all this, and then for some reason it wanted to use the terracotta here, when it was using everything else just fine. And then for some reason it also shows something weird on the sides. This would also need to be adjusted a little bit. I mean, it's clearable, you can still move through here, but I would probably adjust that a little bit. Maybe make it slightly bigger or something like that. Just manually make it bigger. But this whole track is raceable. Now, with this in mind, the goal is to eventually take all this and put them as their as tracks into Phamily cards. So I want to showcase how this works and how basically how all these tracks are going to get. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's going to take a lot of effort. But it's gonna be great. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to showcasing it. And in order to do that, I actually need this to save. There we go. Okay. I actually need to turn off the game capture so you see the display. I'm gonna open up Blender. All right. And while we do that, I am going to pick a course here. And I'm going to use N64 because the models are a little bit smaller, easier to work with. So that's what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to use N64, Mario Kart 64. And unfortunately, because of some limitations, we don't have every single track from the native game. So we have only 8 of the 16 from the Nintendo 64 natively, and then you have to piecemeal the rest of them from the remakes in future titles. So it's a little bit wonky on some of them, but for the most part, we will be pulling these directly. Rainbow Road was really interesting because it was considered all one texture. I was really surprised about how that worked. What I'm going to do, though, is I'm going to download let's see here. What's a good... Part of me wants to do Luigi Raceway. I don't know how big that could be. I'm going to do it. I'm going to do Luigi Raceway. Alright, we'll download the zip archive for it. Open that up, and we are going to extract. Put that over here. And we will just Excellent. So it has been extracted. Luigi Raceway. Oh my gosh, is this going to be all one as well? Folks. This is... Oh boy! Alright. We'll close out of that. So, here's how it works. So you have Blender. You also need to get what's called Block Blender. And then if you're wanting to actually import it and not just build it manually, you'll need something else that is the actual schematic converter from Block Blender into the schematic file. But if you can get Blender for free on Steam, and you can download it that way. And then Block Blender, there's a special website you can get it, but there is a free version of it, and really that's all you need is just the free version. Unless you're wanting to do like these imports directly, and then you can use more blocks and things like that using Block Blender. So I was lucky enough to be able to get the full version, but again, free version is really all you need. So once you have that, you go up here to so I've already done some of this. I was just thinking about that. Underneath here in the scene collection area, kind of behind chat, you'll see a whole bunch of different stuff. I'll be doing some work behind it. So I'm going to temporarily move you, chat. Don't be scared. Don't be scared. Oh, okay. Whew. That was very, very close. Okay, I've got you though. I got you. Cool. All right, you're good. Oh, you're moving again. You're moving. I know. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to wiggle you too much. There you go. Okay. I think we're okay. Okay. You're safe now. You're safe now, chat. You're safe. You're safe. Okay. So now that you can see it, you can see there's some things that have already been imported. I'll show you how to do that here in just a second. Essentially, what you'll want to do is you'll want to go to Edit Preferences, and it'll open up the Blender Preferences, File Paths, and then make sure the file path has the Block Blender file in it. So if you put it in like your C drive, make sure you just wiggle your way to the file that has it. Make sure you also open the file at least once beforehand, so that Blender recognizes it. So once you open that, you can come into here. Down in this little area below you, you've got this, and then you want to go over to the asset browser. That will pull this up, and then you just go down to whatever your library is that has it, and then click and drag Block Blender into this area. Just whoop, and then drop it. I'm not worried about dropping it in because I've already dropped it in. Don't need to do that anymore. Then, when you're ready, you go here to the import and you import whatever you want, or you can design whatever you want. You can literally go in designing a model. If there's some sort of character that you want to create, you can create it in here. You can literally do whatever you want with this. For our purposes, we are going to be using the schematics for the Mario Kart track. So we're going to go back to the block bench stuff, Luigi Raceway, and we're going to import this. So it's going to import quite a few things, as you can see here. And it might be thinking here for a minute. Oh, whoa, okay. I did not realize this track was so darn small. I might have to scale this up, but we'll see. But this is the track. This is what it looks like. I'm actually really impressed. So, all things considered, we don't really need a lot of this. We really just need the track itself, which I don't know why it's looking like that. There we go. So it looks like each of these pieces is different than the other one. Interesting. So I got those two. for now, I'm gonna delete everything else. Delete. There we go. So it's literally just the track layout. I think that's fine for now. Just the track layout. Alright. So now that we have the track layout... That's so weird that it's below ground. Alright. Now that we got the track layout, we get both of these highlighted. Then we go over to this panel that's behind me here. So we go over to this panel. And we want to go to Add Modifier. Down to Geometry Nodes. And then you select this little tree icon. And then you should have Block Blender right there. Click it. And then you might notice it looks a little weird right now. That's okay. What we want to do is we want to go to Exterior Thickness +1. Whoa! You might notice the track's a little small. So in order to make this a good size, you need to go here. You need to scale it up. So we're gonna go... Let's do like 100. 100. 100. And then we're gonna go over here, Control A, and Alt Transforms. And then this other one, we're gonna do the same thing. 100, 100, 100. And we are going to do over here, Control A, Alt Transforms. And let me just check the width here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 blocks wide. I think that's fine. 13 blocks wide should be fine. Now, we're gonna have to do the same thing with this other one that we've highlighted. You need to go down here, add a modifier to it, Geometry Nodes, give it the Block Blender, and we're going to need to increase its exterior thickness. Now you might notice it's all glass. That makes no sense. Why is it all glass? Well, it's because you don't have a texture on it yet. So, you need to go down here to the material properties. And it should tell you what the base color is. Just grab that, copy. Then you go into here, put it into image 1. Shape 23. Boom. Now, notice how it converted. I believe that is cyan terracotta. Could be wrong. There are a few gaps. That's gonna happen. You can easily fix those once you import it into your... So that works. Now we need to go to the other one, and we need to grab the material for it as well. Copy. And then paste that in. Boom. You really not know that Luigi's Raceway went underground? I knew that it went underground. Look, I knew it went underground. It went below this part right here, the actual straight stretch that's above ground, went below 0 in Blender. That's the thing. So the whole thing is considered underground as opposed to anything else. Oh, yeah. Hello, Racing Fan. Welcome to the live stream. Glad you can make it. Alright, now this doesn't quite look like what I want it to. Obviously, there's white on there. Didn't know what you mean. That's okay. So I think we just subdivide. I think that is pretty good. That's kind of weird. What if we go to the other one? Ooh, okay, okay. That actually looks pretty good. So, now that you kind of adjusted it, and it looks like a raceway, I'm gonna bump it up. I don't like 4. I'm gonna keep it at 4. Alright, and then this one is at 4. Alright, that's fine. What if I bump it? No, I'm keeping you at 4. Okay, so now we can actually scroll down to the block selection, and we can remove certain blocks. So down here, in the full version, you can actually remove certain types of blocks. So like, I don't want unstable blocks, I don't want ones dedicated to creative, I don't want anything with falling. I don't want leaves. I don't want any of the utility blocks, so I don't want that sort of thing. Light, no. Valuables, no. Ores, no. Okay, bye. Oh, you're leaving? No. Okay. Transparent blocks we obviously don't want. Natural blocks, building blocks, and color blocks. I think we will keep all those in. So that should work well. Now we gotta do the same thing over here. Clear all of these. Boom. And now we got ourselves a racetrack. Like, honestly, this looks fantastic. What if I turn it up to 5? Keep going? Can I go even further beyond? No, I shouldn't. Alright. We'll stick with the 3. I like the 3. It looks really good. It looks really, really good. So we got ourselves a track now. So now that we've got ourselves a track, and it's working pretty well. It looks pretty good. Even's got the bank turns and everything like that, which I think's really, really nice. So now that we've got all that, we need to make all of this considered real. So right now it is just a solid mesh with a color variation. If we turn off this little thing right over here, it says make instances real. I can turn that off, and all of a sudden, all the blocks show up. Now, it will lag things out a little bit because it is rendering all those orange lines. So if I do the same thing over here, make all those instances real, and then that's real, that's real. If I highlight both, you notice how much of a lag it is on the engine here. That happens. But now we should be ready to export the schematic. So I'm going to export the schematic. And I'm going to put this into a file, new folder, and we're going to call this N64 Luigi Raceway. Boom. Easy peasy. We're going to go right that. We're not calling it N64 Rainbow Road. No. That was my test earlier. We'll call it N64 Luigi Track. That is what I'm going to call it. Because that way it tells me it's Luigi Raceway, and it tells me it's the track. Because obviously this is going to have to be in different parts. Some tracks, you can literally just have the whole thing, and you can import it all at once. That's how I was able to do it with Rainbow Road. However, with something like Yoshi's Circuit that you saw, that had to have several different imports. That took forever to get the schematics ready. So now I hit this button. Boom, there we go. Saved successfully. It's exported 19,303 blocks in a tenth of a second. Boom. 128,000 blocks per second is how it was going, which is great. Fantastic. So I know I can have a lot of these blocks. Now for the fun part. So now you go to your files. I'm not going to show this part on screen, but basically you now need to put that into your schematics folder. If you have like World Edit or something like that, you need to do that. So that's what I'm going to do right now. I'm copying the schematic that I just saved, and now I need to go to my schematics folder on Minecraft. Boom. Just saved. So now we're going to go to my test one. So now this model can be imported into Minecraft. Yes, exactly. So I just saved the schematic into my Minecraft folder. So now I'm going to open up Minecraft. Let's go ahead and flip on the game. There we go. And we are going to go to single player. Schematic test is fine. I'm not putting this into any specific world. But this is going to be very interesting. So I got to go up a little bit. I know that. So I'm going to go to, let's say, right about here. All right. Now, you're going to go /load, or /schematic, load, and then we're going to go the file name, which is N64 Luigi track. And then it should load it. Let's see if it likes me. There we go. It is loaded. So we are gonna go / paste, and my recommendation is to do -A, because each time, especially if you need to like stack schematics on top of one another in the same spot in order to make one big schematic or whatever. If you don't want to like bake textures or anything like that, there's a whole bunch of complicated things you can do to make your life a little bit easier on the import side of things. But if you don't want to do all that and you just want to import the schematic really quickly, which is what I like to do, then you want to do -A. That'll take all the error away when you paste, so you don't worry about like removing blocks. So that's exactly what we're going to do here. Hey Roxanne, how's it going? Welcome to the live stream. Boom. Now if you'll notice here, it looks like some went underground. And it looks like not all of them pasted. Interesting. Interesting. Let me see which ones didn't paste. Okay. The 1.19 stuff didn't paste. See, I haven't figured out how to limit to 1.16.5. I haven't figured that part out yet, but that's essentially how it works. I'll have to go through and see in Block Blender if there's a way I can limit what gets shown. But essentially, that's how it works. So now you've got the design. I'll do / undo, and then we're gonna just go up a little bit further, and we are going to repaste the schematic. There we go. So if we were to actually have this working, it would do that just fine. Now one thing that I can do that would make life a little bit easier so it doesn't do this, we're gonna go / undo. We're gonna leave this open for a second here, and we are going to flip back to here. So you might notice we got these two things here. There we go. We're gonna highlight them both, and then we're gonna go Control J, I think. Where is it? So I believe there's a way to join them. I forget how it is. I think it's Control J. Is it Alt J? Control Shift J? How do I join? This is something. I'm still learning Blender, so I apologize. How to join? Once everything's selected, click on the join button in the object menu. Okay. Hello, how's it going? 3Bata. Welcome to the live stream. All options. Got it. No. Editor, view, select. What if it's like... I just want to join. Let me join these objects. Okay. Boom. Control J. Let me join! Why is this an issue? Why? Why now? Kiss. Alright. In the object menu. Okay. Object. Join. There we go. Okay, so I just had to do it that way. It took a minute, but... Okay, so if I... Okay, it doesn't like that. What if I just scroll down? There we go. Alright. It likes that a little bit better. So now it's all one track. And then what block? You know what I'm gonna do? I am going to switch, and this is something you can do. You can use color attribute. You can just flick it that way. That flicks it to a single solid color. Is this City Skylines? No. And then I should... What is this? This is what's called a block blender. So I can go into Blender, I can make a whole bunch of different things. Or take models and things like that, and I can import them into Minecraft. Alright, so now I need to take this. I need to re-export this as a schematic, which I'm gonna do here. And then I need to take that schematic that I just saved, and then I need to re-import that into... There we go. Just did that. Let me flip back to the game here. Alright. So let me just make sure that's all good. Alright, sweet. Now we're going to reload, because we have a new thing. We're going to reload the track here. And then we are going to repaste. Boom. There we go. Now we have the silhouette of the whole track. Why is this the gap that we have here? There we go. So it shows up as black concrete because we're using just the single color. But we finally have the whole track. And now we can use the world edit that we have here to actually be able to do whatever it is that we need to do. So, like, we could go through here, we can edit it so that the track itself is fixed. We can go through and we can, like, recolor different things. We can go down the stretch and we can just do all the necessary adjustments that we need to. So instead of placing all of these blocks by hand, now all of a sudden we've got ourselves a track that just quick and easy, ready to go. Actually pretty decent on size here. I will say this is pretty slow, so let me get a horse. A horse is a horse is a horse, a horse, a horse, a horse. And let's get a saddle as well. Even adding some texture to the track. Yeah, we could totally do something like that where we would just we'd basically world edit it and change the black concrete to the mix of whatever it is that we were wanting to do. Oh, that's not... I'm sorry, horsey. I'm sorry, but you're gonna blend in here. Just get off the track. Just get off the track. There we go. Okay. And you'll be good. Alright. Oh, yeah. Sorry. Let me... Come on, love me. Love me. I said love me. Love me. Love me. There it is. Okay. I've been not having any luck here. Alright, I will say this is still slow going here. Yeah, this is still really slow. We would definitely have to adjust the speed for this, but my goodness. Oh, this is such slow going. But then, yeah, we can take the corner really nice and easy here. Fantastic. So slow. But yeah, we've got Luigi's Raceway working now, which is awesome and fantastic and lovely, and I'm glad works. Might hop onto Minecraft. Nice. Don't fall off here. Oh, this bank. But we'll do a full lap here. This is like 25 cc. This ain't 50 cc. This is like 25 or 10. This is awful slow, but oh well. But yeah, there's a lot of other really fun, cool things you can do with these sorts of things. Yay, the horse didn't die. It's just there. Good. Nice and slow and relaxing. I love blocking. Like, honestly, I'm glad it worked. Like, really easily, surprisingly. Granted, it took me about 5 or 6 hours to wrap my head around what I was supposed to do. But once I got there and I knew what I was supposed to do and I was able to do it, it was great. So yeah, I know this process was a little bit more drawn out than just a few seconds, but it was to showcase how this works, and it was to sort of get a feel for it, and to take the time. There were a couple of hiccups and whatnot, but overall, like, the process for getting it in, it's just highlighting what you want, putting it into the block blender modifier with the nodes, making instances real, downloading it as a schematic, or I guess exporting it as a schematic, and there's the full lap right there. I just did a full lap on this track. And then once we upload it as a schematic, it's just a matter of pasting it into Minecraft. Hi, horsey. Hi. So that made it very quick and easy, which I am very happy for. Because this is gonna make projects that would normally take probably 8+ hours easily. It's gonna make it take like 2 or 3 at most. It's just gonna be basically getting all the schematics set the way that they need to be, and then once the schematics are set, then it's just a matter of putting them into Minecraft and then fixing any issues, like how you saw the gaps in the Yoshi circuit. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do here. If I go / undo. Alright. Because this is just the testing world. What? Oh, these are the blocks that I placed. Okay. Alright, so those are gone now. So yeah, you can go through, and I'm going to go ahead and switch over, save and quit title, the block blender, so I can showcase this a little bit more. So I'm gonna switch back over to this. So this works great, especially if you're in in like 1.19 or things like that, because they'll keep all the blocks up to date, and you'll actually be able to use all the blocks. Why it didn't work before is because I'm using 1.16.5 specifically so that these tracks can then be used and actually raced on in Minecraft, which is great. With the plugin we have, it's 1.16 natively, so we have to make sure the worlds themselves also run off 1.16. It's a little bit unfortunate, but it is what it is. So you might notice, obviously, we've got the different colors here. The more we subdivide, the more detail shows up. I wouldn't go above 6. It really starts lagging above then. And it really depends on the power of your computer. Yeah, I think just the 1 is fine. You can even do 0 so that it's just a stripe, but I recommend at least 1, just so you get a little bit of extra detail on there. You get this nice little texture effect here. If I deselect, you get this nice little effect with the blocks. So interior thickness, it's best to keep it at 1, and then you want to have your exterior thickness at least 1. Otherwise, sometimes your model won't show up. So like if I hit that at 0, you notice that the model sort of disappears. So make sure your exterior thickness is at least 1. Anything else? Show layers. That's what I want to show next. So that's really cool. So I can zoom all the way out here. There we go. Come on. A little bit more. There we go. Okay, so I can zoom all the way out here, and you can see pretty much the entirety of the track here. Yeah, I'm not gonna move it. So you can see the entirety of the track, and it's pretty intense, right? There we go. So it is pretty intense to have the whole track right here. So what you can do is you can turn on show layers. All of a sudden now, it's showing this layer by layer. So if I go layer number 2, layer number 3, and it will show you step by step how to build it. So if you want to do this in survival, you can. It's like, okay, this block goes on this layer, this block goes on this layer, etc., etc. So this one just so happens to build it up vertically. Some build it up horizontally. It really depends on how the model gets rendered in. But you can actually build in like a survival build. So it'll tell you, okay, this is what you need for the first build. And it is like the terracotta there. You've got a little bit of shading there for looks like black stone and things like that. So once you get all that, great, let's move on to the next layer. Boom. Then you need this next one, and then you need next and the next and the next and the next, and so on and so forth, until eventually you have the full build. I think there's still a few small bits on the corners or whatever, but you get the idea. Blocks, as I was mentioning, can change the color down here. You can pick what types of blocks you want to show up. When it comes to specific like versions of Minecraft, I'm not 100% sure how to limit that. I'm in the Block Blender Discord, so I'll have to ask. And I can figure that out. And once I figure it out, I'll let you all know. But in the meantime, I think that's right. So we're gonna delete this for now, since we have what we need. And what we're gonna do is I'm going to import another model that I have. Let's see here. What's a good model here? Sure, we'll import the mushroom. Okay, for some reason the mushroom doesn't have textures, but you can see it's a Mario mushroom. It's a Mario mushroom. So we are going to go here, and we want to rotate you 0. There we go. And then we're going to move you up. So you're on the base. Perfect. And then we're going to go to A. Oh, shit. Okay. There we go. There we go. We've got ourselves a Mario mushroom, which is absolutely lovely. I can't wait to see it. So, how this one will work is the same as before. Add modifier, geometry nodes, block blender. Boom! All of a sudden it's blocks. So how are we going to address this? Oh boy. Okay, there is a lot here. Can I import base color? It doesn't like the base color. Alright, so this is more Blender stuff. I don't know how this part operates. So why don't we just you should make Squidward in Minecraft? You technically could. All I'd need to do is grab a model of Squidward. In fact, let me see if I can do that. Alright. We're messing around, we're having fun. Squidward model. Oh my gosh, that's actually really good. 3D Squidward models. Turbo Squid, go figure. I don't want to pay anything, I just want like a quick free model. Maybe if I go here, maybe it's under B, Battle for the Bikini Bottom? Or is it under Faster? There we go. SpongeBob SquarePants Battle for Bikini Bottom. Playable characters. There's Squidward Tentacles. Of course, he's T-posing, but you know what? Maybe I can get the PC version. SpongeBob. There we go. There's the rehydrated one. Get a better version of Squidward. There we go. Download his model. Oh, this is gonna be painful, actually. Let's see how this goes. All right, we are going to extract all. We are going to click on here. Fine. Extract. Excellent. Alright, let's see how this works. Import. I believe it's an OBJ. Let's see. Come on. Like me here. Not responding. Boo. We're gonna wait for the program to respond here. In the meantime, panic and fear, panic and fear. We shall wait. Uh-uh. This happens, it's Blunder, it's gonna crash. Panic, panic, panic! After I do Squidward, I'll stream. I only wanted to do something quick today. Alright, we're gonna close. Bad day. It crashed. That's okay. Alright. Alright, and get rid of the camera. Right. Alright, and we want to import OBJ. There we go. Alright, it likes me better now. Squidward Tentacles. Is Squidward not... I guess Squidward wasn't an OBJ. Yeah, he is! Squidward's an OBJ! Why ain't you showing up then, huh? Oh, I can also do the DA. Alright, I'll do the DA. Import DA. There we go, okay. We'll do regular Squidward. There he is! There's the beautiful boy. And there he is. Look at him. Look at him. Alright. Oh, you can't see him, can you? Well, let me switch over and show you. It's Squidward. It's Squidward, everybody. Alright, so what we're going to do is we are going to go here. We are going to import. So under here, we have to go to the asset browser. Now we actually have to do the import. So we're going to go here and we're going to import the block bench, or the block blender. Excuse me, block blender. I keep getting those two confused. And then we're going to remove the import. There we go. Alright, so now we re-highlight Squidward. We're gonna go to materials, base color. Only has the one. All right. Gonna copy you. Come on, it's just a copy. Don't crash. Don't crash from me copying that. Okay. And then we're gonna go here. Thank goodness. All right. We're gonna go geometry nodes. Block blender. Oh, there goes Squidward. Paste in that. And then we are going to exterior thickness 1. He's too small. He's a small boy. Okay, so what we're gonna have to do, we're gonna have to make Squidward a little bit bigger. He's too small. So in order to make him bigger, we need to go here. Oh boy, delta transform, scale. He's tiny. He's a tiny boy. Oh, what if we go 100, 100, 100, and then we're gonna go over here and apply all transforms. That's gonna change things. It might crash. I hope it doesn't. Come on. Oh, it doesn't like me. Alright. I might have gone a little overkill. Yeah, I should have made him bigger first. Yeah, I made a mistake here. Oh boy, Blender is shot. There it goes. It did it on its own. All right, we'll give it a moment here. We'll give it a moment to think. All right. Gonna reopen here. I'm just gonna straight up. Okay. So let's get our beautiful boy in here again. Alright, file. Import. DAE. No, not beam control. Block bench. Squidward. Import. There's the beautiful boy. We'll do the delta transform first, and we're only going to do 50 this time. Oh, hello. Maybe 30 is a little more reasonable. And then apply all. Alright. Awesome. Turn that back on. Excellent. Now we'll go here, add modifier, geometry nodes. Close that. Put in our block blender. There we go. That looks much more reasonable. And then if we paste in Squidward here. There we go. Let's start subdividing here. Subdivide. It doesn't like subdividing. Why is it doing it like that? Well, for whatever reason, Squidward wants to stay one color. Exterior thickness, maybe? Throw up one? Nope. Okay. But there we go. I couldn't even imagine adding Optimus Prime. I know, right? That would be pretty intense. We can still do layers. Make instances real. I'm genuinely curious. If I turn that off. This is gonna be ridiculous. How many blocks high is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 30, 1. Let's just say Squidward didn't want to do any changes here. But we got him. There's Squidward. And you can easily make adjustments. Does that satiate your hunger there, racing fan? I hope it does. Oh, goodness. Any parts to join? Okay. Any reason why it's staying all one color? There's not more than one texture. It's a single texture. More things to figure out. It has to think really bad. But here, I'll make it a little bit easier. You don't have to do block by block. Okay, what did it put in its place? Oh my gosh, it put slabs. We're gonna remove unstable, we're gonna remove creative. Falling. Build. Oh wow, okay. Move leaves. Move. Okay. That's actually pretty cool. Alright. Well, I've had my fun messing around, and this is just supposed to be a shorter stream showcasing that. So there's going to be a speed up in how things are going to work out, and I'm looking forward to it. But stream-wise, you'll see a more proper stream where we work out some of the other kinks in the schematics tomorrow. I'll actually have your help with all that. Well, maybe tomorrow. Yeah, maybe tomorrow. Hopefully. Potentially. And then, yeah, it depends on how late I get back. If I get back like at 10, 11 o'clock at night, then yeah, no, it's not happening, but probably regular stream time. And then, Sunday evening, there should be a stream. We'll see how things go. But for now, I'm going to leave this one here. Thank you so much for watching. All that good stuff. And as always, I'm Timothy. Take care, everybody. We'll see you guys next time. Music. Music. Music, stop! Ah.